On October 13th, 1972, a plane sliced through the clouds carrying a young rugby team dreaming of victory. Moments later, it disappeared into the Andes Mountains. 45 souls were alive when the aircraft hit the ice. Only 16 walked back into the world. But here's the part nobody tells you. They didn't survive because they were lucky. They survived because of something far more terrifying and far more human. This is the real reason some lived and others didn't. When Flight 571 slammed into the mountains, survival wasn't about strength. It wasn't about age. And it definitely wasn't about fate. It began with where you were sitting. Those in the front died instantly. Those in the back endured impact, freezing winds, shattered bones, and blood-soaked snow. Life and death were decided in seconds before anyone even understood what happened. But the crash was only the beginning. The real killer wasn't the impact. It was the mountain. The Andes is not a place where humans belong. It is a world of minus 30 nights, bone-crushing altitude, and absolute silence. Out there, hope fades faster than body heat. Some passengers still believed rescue was coming. Others felt death crawling closer every hour. The moment your mind gave up, your body followed. This was the first major divide between the survivors and the ones who never made it. Inside the broken fuselage, something powerful happened. A few voices rose above the panic. Nando Parrado, Roberto Canessa, Gustavo Zerbino. Not chosen, not appointed. But when disaster strikes, true leaders step forward. These were the people who refused to die. They organized food, water, shelter. They created structure in a place where chaos ruled. Where leadership existed, survival increased. Where it didn't, people faded away. Days passed, food ran out. The cold grew sharper, the nights grew longer, and then came the hardest decision any human could ever face: to stay alive. They had to use the bodies of the dead. Some accepted it with tears in their eyes. Some refused and chose starvation instead. Some mentally collapsed the moment the choice appeared. This single decision, to accept the unthinkable, marked a line few could mentally cross. Those who crossed it survived. Those who couldn't, didn't. One morning, the survivors heard something crackling through a small radio. The search had been called off. They were officially considered dead. But instead of breaking, something else happened. A spark lit inside Nando Parrado. He stood up inside that frozen tomb and said, "No one is coming. We have to save ourselves." This moment changed everything. This was the moment survival began. Nando and Canessa stepped into a world of snow that stretched beyond imagination. 10 days, no map, no compass, just two men walking toward an impossible horizon. Their lips cracked, their skin burned, their bodies collapsed again and again. But every time they fell, they got back up. That's the difference. Not luck, not miracles. Will, pure, unstoppable will. And in the end, will is what found help. Will is what brought helicopters. Will is what saved 16 lives. Here is the truth. Stripped of myth and drama, some survived because their bodies could handle the altitude. Some survived because of seat position. Some survived because leadership kept them strong. Some survived because they accepted the unthinkable. Some survived because two men refused to die. Survival was never one thing. It was a chain of decisions, mindsets, sacrifices, and moments of courage that the world still struggles to understand. And that is the untold truth of Flight 571. If you love mysteries rooted in real history, check out our videos on the channel, especially the ones uncovering secrets behind the Dyatlov Pass incident and the unexplained disappearance of Frederick Valentich. Two stories that connect chillingly with the survival patterns of Flight 571. And if you're new here, subscribe to Documist, where true stories aren't just told, they're revealed.